Hello guys, and welcome to episode 11 of my Stellaris playthrough, playing as the Schistocerca Alveare. And today, well, it looks like we're going to be taking over Spiria once and for all, taking on the Kroll sovereign tribes and maybe making them cede all of their planets. I'm pretty sure once we take over Spiria that we will reach the 100% war score, and we need to actually cancel this invasion though, because a command has come down from Schistocercan High Command in order to destroy the frontier outpost that is causing a horrible amount of border war in the center of our lands. So I'm going to get the first attack swarm to come over here and destroy that before we continue with our invasion, because if I get the 100% war score, it will auto end the war and I will not be able to get rid of this frontier outpost. So this is pretty important because if there's mining stations, which there is I think on these two planets, then I will take control of those and that will be wonderful. So as soon as my military arrives, I believe they're leaving Kroldar right now. Yes, they are. As soon as they arrive at Caspadin, we can destroy the frontier outposts and make that land ours. Or space. I guess it's not really land, is it? So let's destroy that frontier outpost. And then we can get the invasion underway once that's probably about half health, because I'm not entirely sure how long this invasion is going to take. But we have plenty of time to waste as our fleet, our huge fleet here, is still bombarding the planet. You'd think there'd be nothing left on that planet by now. But we are not killing anything, we're just suppressing them currently. But here we go, the first attack swarm is engaging the frontier outpost. And that's job done. So we have now incorporated that system. I'm going to get my science ship to go and survey that and research that project, and then we can get our land forces underway and let the invasion begin. So the Kroll sovereign tribes will not last much longer. They will be left with one planet after this war, and then we can see where we want to go from there. So,
construction complete.
There we have it. Our forces have landed. The slaves are throwing away their lives in order to secure Spiria. But I don't think the enemy stands a chance. Their forces are severely weakened. Their garrison armies are just not going to match up to the whipped slaves that I have. And with that army morale on attack from my general, we have such an advantage here. Armies falling left, right and centre. Their general is dead, and that's only going to mean doom for the Kroll sovereign tribes, and with that we have won the war. So Spiria is under our control. We have reached 100% war score. And that is the end of the war. And just like that, their planets become ours. You can see our influence has swallowed up a lot of systems. And now I can add them to the sector. So let's go ahead and go to this sector. We'll manage that sector. We are currently on minus 74 energy per turn. That's crazy. But if we add these guys to the sectors now, we can get rid of some of that upkeep cost. There we go. So I'm just going to add all these systems as well. There we go. And I'm going to keep Jana just because I need the Betharian from there. Now the other sector can have control of Caspadin. if I go to my other sector now, there we go. Just add that on and we'll finish that there. Okay, so now what I need to do is click on my planets that I've just taken over and enslave the population. So we will enslave all of the Spirin pops on the planet. And we will do the same over here as well. Just going to have to enslave them all, as that will make them more productive. No Kroll population will get away with it. And here we go. And enslave all of them as well. And I think that's job done. We took 4 planets from them. We now have also 2 colony ships being built. I don't think we can actually support 2, so I might cancel one. And what I'm going to do as well is pump a lot of minerals into this second sector, because they are going to need that in order to control the population and build new buildings. I'm going to need a lot of minerals to build stations and so on, like the research stations and mining stations, because once we start to use the science ships to survey all these systems, we will gain access to even more minerals and energy and research that will need research stations. So that will probably come from like anomalies and so on, so we've got to watch out for that. I'm actually just going to queue these guys to survey systems, and then we should be fine. The other thing I need to do actually is make sure that I have a wormhole generator over here. So I'm going to get my construction ship to head in this direction, and we will build a wormhole station near this planet on the outer rim. My other construction ship can build military stations either side. We'll build one over the planet, and we'll build one on the other side as well. Okay, and that should be fine. So that will give us lots more range in the other direction to our east. So let's unpause it, get things underway. And our mineral income, sorry, has reached 223 per month. It's continuing to go up. Let's see if my sectors have made use of any of these minerals. Yeah, they've used about 1,000. They have a lot more population under their control now. It's all enslaved. And we have the Kroll Xenos United to worry about. So now we need to get our attack swarm. We'll probably actually put them in Karos, or maybe in Avalam, where we're building our new wormhole station. And my first attack swarm can come and join them. And just like that, we've taken over loads more land. So our population must be about 100 and something now, which is quite good. If we go to us on here, it gives us a good overview. There we are. 187 population. We have 97 Schistocerca, 15 Spirin, 57 Kroll, and 18 Euthonian. And we've made contact with the Athenian Covenant. So they are Federation builders. Inquisitor Torba Dagash and the rest of the religious council bid you greetings. We provide spiritual guidance to the Athenian Covenant, and our stated goal is to lead this great nation on a path to salvation. We would be honoured if your great species joins us on this journey. So we will say our superior collective greets you for now.
Construction complete.
They are just here, and that's interesting because
System
they are pretty big.
complete.
And I was hoping that we would bump into some bigger nations as we continue. And it seems that we have, so the Athenian will be our next targets, probably our next rivals to be honest. But we still need to destroy the Uvzant Union, who are sitting on our borders to our west. So anyway, let's get a new research underway. This Frontier Commissars seems interesting. It's a rare technology. Complete. I think we're going to get that just because the New World's colonization protocol matches up with our expertise. So we will take less time to get that at the moment. The minus 20% ethics divergence is really good for us because it means that our new population will not lose their collectivist trait, which is extremely important. So the Kroll Xenos United has attacked a unit, or attacked a building, sorry. My sector will take care of that though, fix it up for me, and we can continue nicely. So that's all great. Our sectors have plenty of minerals in stockpile. And soon, once my science ships have finished with all their surveying, we can continue with our construction ship.
Construction complete.
Now I do have a colony ship finished, so let's head to the biggest of these 3 planets, which I think is Situla 3, and we will place our colony building just there on the mineral food tile, because I believe the administration building is the only building that can exploit both minerals and food once it's upgraded. Analyzed. So that's a good choice. We do have 2,018 minerals now. I probably shouldn't have cancelled the building of that colony ship because it seems we are going to be able to support it. So let's go ahead and build those. I'm going to also make sure that I get a destroyer assembly yard. Oh, it requires level 4. Okay, let's get the spaceport upgrades then. I'm probably just going to spaceport upgrade all of these because I have plenty of minerals to do so. We should also check our planet. I think Schistocerca is fine. Now the other thing that I need to start doing is, like, when I colonize new planets, is resettle a lot of my population onto those new planets, and then what I can do is just move those into a sector, and that will make them a lot more effective, because currently we're making plus 23 food on Schistocerca, and that's going to basically mean that we produce population very, very quickly. So we may as well exploit that. On this planet we can build a mineral processing plant here, and this place can have a science lab. Over on this planet we may as well move that population. I'm going to upgrade the Betharian power plant, and I'm going to upgrade the power plant here as well, and here, because energy is probably our worst enemy at the moment. I don't think any other nation actually really threatens us. We are now at plus 8 influence. If we go into the government, we can get one of these research grants, because I believe they made it so that you can't have all 3. Yeah, you can't. Okay, so if we go for engineering, that will boost our armored torpedoes research, but I think we want to boost this rare technology, so let's go for society research grants. We could get extra research speed from the encourage free thought, but we don't want divergence, so that's a bad idea. This social welfare programs is awful, and drone bounty, instruct our fleets to salvage the energy cells of defeated ancient mining drones. I don't think that's a great idea. What about share the burden? Oh, okay. So we need to not have the fanatic collectivist ethic in order to use that. That's a bit awful, because it doesn't synergize very well at all then. Because collectivists are all about the slavery tolerance, yet this bonus is for slavery. So that's kind of interesting. Anyway, what we're going to do is make sure that my ships are fixed up. And once they are, I'm going to just select them all and upgrade them.
Analyzed. Construction complete. Construction complete.
And let's upgrade this to spaceport level 5. That will allow us to start building cruisers, I believe. Which would be really, really awesome. So my science ship should start surveying systems now. And my construction ships will soon have something to do. Although this system over here hasn't been exploited at all, so let's go over there and build those mining stations and research stations. Any other sectors that I've missed? I don't believe there is. Not at this moment. Ah, Situla, of course, we can now build here. So let's go ahead and build some mining stations there. This construction ship can come here and build the research station there and a research station just here at the end of the month when we have more minerals. Now the reason I'm doing this manually is because I do not want them to waste the resources building research on top of Situla 1A and 2A. So there we go, already we have something to do, and we have established communications with the Confederacy of Akamar. So they are harmonious collective. I am delighted to offer you cordial greetings from the Confederacy of Akamar. We have built a peaceful system of government that operates under the supervision of a council led by Coordinator Ober Kuld. May your great species know nothing but peace. Our warriors salute you. How ironic. There we go. So yeah, we can actually speed this up a little bit. Mainly because we're waiting for systems to be surveyed. And you can see we are already revealing extra resources where mining stations once were, especially in this system, because we destroyed a lot of the mining stations that attacked us. So we have another colony ship now. Let's again head that over here. This is a pretty bad planet, but we may as well settle on it for now. I believe we have the resources to get rid of the blockers. So actually, what I was just thinking is I can't resettle from Schistocerca until the population reaches level 5 on a planet. So that's annoying, because you need a planetary administration to resettle. Yeah. Frustrating. Very frustrating. Okay, so we can't actually use that, in which case I may as well just add them to a sector.
Construction complete.
So if I select
System survey
one of my
complete.
sectors, this one can actually add that planet there and that system as well. And then what I'm going to do is add this system to that sector. Okay.
System survey complete. Construction complete. Construction
So
complete.
the colony is being built on Verlkorn, and we can colonize this planet as well. It won't give us much population, but it's still another planet that will benefit from being colonized, because you don't get any negative modifiers other than Empire for colonizing new planets, and honestly the Empire bonus doesn't particularly matter when you are a slaver nation, so you don't really care about happiness that much.
Complete.
So we now have 3,000 minerals and gaining 262 per turn or per month.
Research complete.
At Avagimar over here, we can actually colonize this arid world. But we can't because there's population on it. Strange, okay. Either way, our engineering research is complete. I'm going to probably go for carrier operations, I feel. And for our physics research, we can get the barrier point defense level 2. It's very much going towards military at the moment. And I'm going to pump some more minerals into these systems. They can use those minerals to build spaceports and so on. Because some of the new worlds that we colonize will not have them. And then I can use the rest of the minerals that I have to build mining stations and so on.
Complete.
Okay, never mind. We just finished the mining station there. Seems our construction ships are on the ball today, as we have nothing left to build just yet. So what I also need to do is build another colony ship in order to head to Dorfil and Krakow, because this is a Gaia world, not very big, but could definitely be used to colonize. And Krakow, just here, it's a nice safe bet, a very large planet that is worth me getting my hands on at Zipir. There is another arid world. We would have to clear all of these blockers, but still a decent choice. And now we have met our max influence.
Complete.
And we have met the Great Adnaran Hierarchy. I speak on behalf of the Great Adnaran Hierarchy, and I come with a message for your depraved species. Oh, go away. We will fight for our right to exist.
Construction complete.
So with our influence at full, I can't really remember what I would spend that on. We may as well keep the drone bounty active. And is it worth getting both of these? I don't think it is, because we would have plus 5% research speed and minus 5% ethics divergence from having both of them, and I think you probably only have one anyway. Oh, okay, you can have two, but still, it's not really worth it.
System survey complete. System survey complete.
The only other thing that I can think we would use influence for is for resettling, but if I'm just going to colonize planets we're not going to keep on, or like hold on to, then there's not much point in resettling because we need to wait for 5 population. That's really frustrating. I think that's really annoying, because that's genuinely like a good, or seems like a good way to use resettling, but they don't allow it, obviously. Now there's a couple of planets here, Andak and Yultup, or these solar systems, that can be inhabited by us. Obviously they were controlled and under control by the Kroll sovereign tribes, but since we've taken control of their lands, we can now settle those planets. So that would be worth doing for sure. And I think what I'm going to do is pump out some more colony ships. You can see the divergence on this world. My lord. Bacterian civilization encountered. So yeah, let's keep our native species going. And here we will create the Corvette assembly yards, and I will do a spaceport upgrade as well. Here I will get the spaceport upgrade. We can go to 5 with that one. And here we can now add a Betharian refinery, I think.
Construction
because
complete.
that gives us extra ship modifiers. I'm not entirely sure if they are empire-wide.
System survey complete.
But that could be worth having in order to get the extra chance to evade. Either way, a new colony ship is available, and we are going to take them to the Gaia world up here, Dorfil. So let's colonize this planet on this tile just here. Then we will colonize Krakalm, then Andak, then Yoltup. All of these colonies have now been established. And hopefully my sectors still have enough minerals to do what they want. We can just pump some more in there to make sure they continue to build spaceports and so on. Now my construction ships haven't really found much more to build on. It seems that all of the mining stations were already working on the resources, so we haven't had access to any more just yet. There is a research station that can be built over here at Lavascio. So let's go ahead and move a construction ship over there. Right, these ships, I'm going to merge them. I should probably have done this sooner and then upgrade them as a whole. If I go into the ship designer at the moment, our auto best for our destroyers is currently a sentinel point defense system, a small railgun, and a large armored torpedo.
Complete.
Look at that. Those must do some serious damage. And for our corvettes, it's just small and medium armored torpedoes. So these are very much our small strike craft. They will just go in and sacrifice themselves. We can swarm them. They have high evade capabilities. So yeah, let's upgrade this fleet. It looks like they've improved the time it takes to upgrade, because although that was going to take 1,000 minerals, it's not taking as long as it used to, which is nice. Okay, so the Athenian Covenant wants to trade star charts. Honestly, I'm fine with that, so I'm going to agree. They won't actually give me that much. Actually, they did. They gave me loads of information. So that was well worth it, I believe. I didn't really give them much, I don't think, other than the star charts for my own lands. So this now gives us an opportunity to look at where we could colonize further. So for example, down here at Xeris and Unith, there's a couple of desert planets that we could use to colonize and set up a base sort of behind the Neborite Republican regions and then attack them.
Complete.
So we are now on -2 energy per turn or per month. That's because we have a lot of colony ships that need locations. So if we go to Krakalm now, we can go on to this planet just here, and I will settle on this tile, I think. Yeah, probably the best one to use to exploit. And this colony ship can head to Andak and colonize this planet, the desert planet that's here. Preferably, I would like to start on a food tile, so that tile will do.
Colony established. Construction complete.
And at this spaceport, we can now build cruisers. So if I go into my ship designer, cruisers are now available. They are bigger than destroyers, and as you can see, this is equipped with 2 large shard throwers and 2 medium torpedoes. It has the level 2 deflectors. The large improved deflectors there give us plus 200 hit points. That's pretty crazy. Very cool. So our ships have been upgraded and we are now hitting 4k strength. That's pretty awesome. We could probably go and crush the Uvzant Union now. So if we head to Dongar, we can get that underway. And what I need to do is get my forces to come out of Biria and off via Aram, and we will head all of our transport fleets to Dongar. So it might be worth me building like a frontier outpost over here, because I can't colonize a Vagamar just yet, due to the fact that this planet is potentially habitable, but there is already population there. So we're going to build a frontier outpost just here. That will give us access to an extra 13 minerals per month. We're going to pump some more minerals into our sectors, because we are being overwhelmed with them right now. And you can see my sectors lapping that up in order to improve their planets.
Complete.
So we should have one more colonist coming out. So we'll just wait for the end of the month and we'll start to build that, and that can be headed towards Yoltop in order to colonize this planet. So one thing that we have to be wary of is the negative empire bonus, or negative empire modifier, that comes to our species. I don't think we're actually being affected too badly by it at the moment, but basically I think they introduced it so that you can't well, you don't get so many resources from expanding so quickly. It actually negatively affects your happiness. Again, for a slaver, not too much of an issue. Go ahead and get these research stations built and mining stations. This construction ship, once it's done, has plenty to build. My science ship doesn't really have much to do other than maybe survey these 2 systems here. Actually, going forwards, we could survey a few more systems as well.
Construction complete. Colony established.
And we've also discovered all these systems out here, so we could go and discover what they are. But unfortunately, guys, that has been my time. So we are going to have to leave it here. And in the next episode, I think I'm going to go to war with the Uvzant Union. We will wipe them off the face of the cosmos, and we will take over their planets, then head towards the Neberite Republican regions. Then we can turn back towards the Athenian Covenant and the Adnaran Union and so on. All these little nations around here that are going to get on my nerves. So we will just slowly start to consume the galaxy. But for now, guys, that's all. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.